political situation where violence could probably happen. We are hoping that there will be a lot of public education and explanation, because we can't also deny that there is public support for recovering what others call the loot, and bringing back funds into the system to enable the government deliver its promises. We think that the anti-corruption institutions could help. We should first set up a framework and infrastructure to assist recovery, management, and accountability. I don't know if any of the parties have thought through this, but nobody expected this report. Well, I can't say nobody expected the results of the elections, the landslide, and so on. But I think how are we going to do this becomes an important issue that needs to be discussed, and what mobilization. But it could be well done. Are we going to look at anti-corruption institutions like YOCO? I think YOCO is already undergoing some changes. Can we look at funding mechanisms, independent bodies, the anti-corruption groups, civil society? How would they work with the statutory institutions of the state under the law? There's a lot to be done, and strengthening financial oversight. This, to us, are important issues that we ought to think through and come out quickly to educate the public on how best they will be executed. But I think the last point here that we wish to put forward is that if we are not able to come to some negotiations on how probably we shouldn't run the electoral system that has no effective controls, it will be extremely destructive, or what I want to say, it would divert attention from the reforms. And the elections ahead of us, 2028, probably might be what drives the process. And in that case, I think we have to find the ways in which some consensus can be built without playing the parliamentary game alone, so that the tit for tat is not the way to do the most effective way of reforming our system in the interest of all. We think these two proposals we have, if seriously considered, would probably help us undertake reforms. But most of all, because the entrenched provision is now admissible from the President's SONA statement, it's like taking us back to what we tried to do in 2019, when election of MMDCs, political parties can participate, and that in the NDC manifesto for 2025 elections was a no-go area. So the implication is, now that the President says we can open reforms to entrenched provisions, how will the parties work? Because it's a consensus-driven thing, whether you have the majority or not. And how would you work together in mobilizing the public to support a process that will be in the interest of the nation if we can reform? These are some of the questions we've pondered over, but we think promoting good governance between 2025 and 2028 will require much more than the majority position. And it would also require a lot of patience in building and cultivating consensus. And we need institutions to do this. I'm not sure whether we've worked on these things. I'll end it here.
You gave the impression you were going to spend much longer. So we're all surprised you finished so soon.
I picked many of the things in hours that have been said already, and didn't want to repeat them.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Put your hands together for him. Thank you very much indeed. Please, just like to thank all the committees. First, let me just ask the Good Governance Committee to rise, so we acknowledge all of them. The Good Governance Anti-Corruption Committee, where are you? Thank you. We see them a lot at the back. Thank you so much. The Macroeconomic Stability Committee, please rise so we acknowledge you. The Macroeconomic Stability Committee. Wow. Thank you, the governor and all the professors. The Structural Reform Committee, I don't know if I've asked you to rise already, but for the avoidance of that, please rise so we see you as well. Thank you. The Infrastructure Development Committee, please rise so we acknowledge you as well. Thank you. The Growth with Depth for Economic Transformation Committee, please rise. Growth with Depth. And I think last but not least, have I called private sector already? Private sector-led growth, please rise so we acknowledge you. Thank you. So we would ask for the seats to be brought in. We'll take a 2-minute commercial break. We'll bring the ministers, 1 minister, 1 question. Yeah. And then the chair will bring us the communique, and then Madam Vice President will come and address us. So I'd like to take the quick commercial break, set up the stage. I'll invite the ministers, the governor, and NDPC. In less than half an hour, we'll be done with that segment. So let's take the commercial. Thank you.
At long last, the battle has ended.
This is the day. A nation of strength, a nation of pride, a nation of freedom and justice. Ghana, 68 years strong and still rising. This Independence Day, we reflect on our journey, review our progress, and reset for the Ghana we want.
You've seen it all, but guess what? The game of love is just getting started. More drama, more passion, more unexpected twists. Get ready for a love story like no other. PM Extra, love, betrayal, heartbreak, and triumph. PM Extra, coming soon on TV3.
Hello, Ghana 4. McBrown's Kitchen new season. And I'm a Debrawi. Season way. And you are near yen tanya be with you know. Aha, you best see I. When's the last time I called kitchen?
When there. No, kitchen. No, room tea or kitchen.
When it comes to the bamboo and tilapia and paposto, we wear it our home.
I was in the crib and Yamia Juma.
That be retained.
This year has been good or bad?
This year
in general, be fair.
This has been great.
Wow.
Coco.
Coco got tilapia on there.
I don't know.
McBrown's Kitchen shows this and every Saturday at 5 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by
Hisense, Enapa Foods, Wemplex 400, Kivo 100% natural hot pepper,
My Life Insurance.
Spotlight is on. Get ready for your best Saturday evening entertainment show.
Welcome to Showbiz 360.
Where we serve you interviews, dance and music, educative, and so much fun content.
Who see the cow when they eat the lizard?
What's the meaning?
No one not in the aqua run club.
Every Saturday, we bring you your favorite celebrities, content creators, and people who keep you entertained on your screens daily. Do not miss with your host, Giovanni Kalen.
Best of entertainment right here, live on TV3.
This and every Saturday at exactly 8 p.m. is Showbiz 360.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Showbiz 360 show on Saturdays at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by
Betway. Winner big.
Cowbell Coffee.
And mighty power. This is haputi.
Na ka me prayer topic on erade ma me ko delay shoes. E bon paya.
It's a me bad delay. I mean Ghana nyina ye delay no. So sa. E ha na oba interview and na say wo ye adru.
Me ka just say I'll come on your show.
Me kai pa.
Fe me ma me ka chen say na me ko delay shoes so ka chen say ye erade na dem be you.
Say.
Delay mama show na me just say e di na be bia kodro no. Say your friend wa ma. No, I swear, dear.
Delay show is